Gay marriage? You wanna know what I think of gay marriage? Well, I'll tell you what I think of marriage in general, man. Marriage is an anachronistic institution forced upon us by an oppressive society. That's what I think of marriage, man. It's bullshit. It's bogus. All marriage is bogus.
You want to know what I think about gay marriage? I'll tell you this. To me, marriage is prison. My wife turned into a total bitch the day after I married her, and it has only gotten worse since. I feel completely imprisoned in this marriage. I would have left a long time ago if it weren't for this legally binding contract we have that she can use against me to take my car, my home, all my possessions, and 3/4 of my income, past, present, and future. I am ensnared in this marriage, and I hate it. It was the biggest mistake of my life.
Gay marriage is, I don't even know where to begin. I really can't believe that anyone is even having this discussion.
Gay marriage? You serious? You really have that kind of fun?
Gay marriage? I don't think so. I have a different boyfriend each week. How could I even think about marriage?
As far as gay marriage goes, I think in the 21st century, there's going to be no choice but to grant gay marriage or some form of it.
Gay marriage is any marriage. It's not about ceremony and marriage licenses and the law. It's about two spirits coming together. You dig? It's about soulmates. That transcends gender. It doesn't matter if it's a man and a woman, or two men, or two women. It's about beauty and love. That's what it's about.
When it comes to stuff like this, my basic thinking is along the lines of how much to piss off the establishment, you know? People getting pissed off about something I figure's probably got to be a pretty good idea, you know? And I see people getting real seriously pissed off about this whole gay marriage thing. I mean, I'm talking really, really, really pissed off about it. So I figure it's got to be, you know, the way to go.
Homosexuality is sinful. It is. Everyone knows it. It is beyond that. Homosexuality is sin. It is sin personified.
I don't get it, to be perfectly honest. Well, how does it work? You got talking about homos, right? Talking about a couple of homos up in front, standing in front of church. Two men, two gay men. Well, I don't get how it works. Why they both wearing tuxedos or something, or is one of them coming dragged or something like that? I don't understand. Personally, myself, I'm not gay. I've never had a gay experience. I never will. Honestly, the whole thing makes me rather uncomfortable, but that's irrelevant. When it comes down to gay rights, I think about the law, and I think about civil rights, and my personal feelings are immaterial.
The thought of two gay men or two lesbian women joining in the bonds of holy matrimony, it boggles the mind that we're even having this discussion.
Found some preacher says kiss a bride, huh? How's that work? What you do then? I can't imagine me sitting in a church, watch two homos kiss each other up in front of the altar. I can't imagine that.
The thought of two gay men consummating their marriage by sodomizing each other,
You know what marriage used to be? You know how marriage started? Marriage was a transfer of ownership from the father to the husband. That's what it was. The woman was property, and a marriage was a contractual ownership by the husband of the woman. It's bullshit. It's bogus, man.
Marriage is hell. It is just utter hell on earth. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone.
Till death do us part, that's not me. Let me tell you, any time you have contemplated gnawing your own arm off to get out of bed from last night's mistake, till death do us part just does not compute. compute. No, I don't think so.
And from what I understand, a gay man can just hop from bed to bed with impunity. I mean, that sounds like paradise to me. I almost wish I was gay just so I could do that and get away with it.
I wonder what happens at the reception, you know? After it comes time to throw the bouquet, how does I know which one of some guys throw the bouquet? Or put the garter. I was gonna do the garter. How's that gonna work? I can only imagine that. This guy could drop his pants or something like that so the best man can get the garter. That's another thing too, best man. What, he's got two best mans or something like that too? Is that how it works? Or bring a couple lesbians into it maybe, huh? And get a couple females up there somehow.
It's ridiculous that people would actually be fighting, marching, and protesting in order to have the right to be imprisoned, basically. I don't get it.
I think people are finally starting to realize that you can't legislate morality. You can't legislate consensual behavior. It can't be done.
People, it's all right here, okay? It's here in black and white. Can't you people read? All you have to do is open this book to any page, and you can read homosexuality is sinful. It is evil. It is an abomination against God. So to even consider homosexuals marrying in the house of the Lord, in the eyes of God, it's preposterous.
I don't get why people are arguing about it, you know? How can you argue about beauty and love? It's the most wonderful spiritual thing there is. Why tarnish it with debates and laws and legals? It ain't about that, man. It's all just beauty and love.
As time goes on, there's a real erosion in the resistance to civil rights for gay couples and gay individuals, really across the board. Those who are resistant are becoming louder, more vocal, but I think that they're isolating themselves.
I can't think about it anymore. I can't talk about it anymore. I do not understand why we or anyone else is even discussing it. It's just wrong. It won't happen. Let's just put it to bed forever and ever. Amen.
Homosexuals are lawyers, doctors, information technology professionals. I mean, Christ, half of Silicon Valley is queer, and it's just a matter of economics. If companies want to keep highly qualified workers, technical workers who are in very short supply right now, if they want to be competitive for members of the job market, they're going to have no choice but to extend benefits to gay couples. It's already happening like wildfire. It's going to continue. I think you're going to see, except for just a small number of conservative or religiously driven businesses, it's going to be a complete non-issue. It's going to be a total non-issue. It's going to have to be, or workers are going to leave and they're going to go to someplace where it is a non-issue. And companies are not going to be able to compete for the workforce.
It don't matter if it's gay marriage or not, or straight marriage, man. All marriage is bogus. All marriage is bullshit.
More power to them if that's what they want. They've got my vote, you know. I could use more company in hell, to be perfectly honest.
Don't make no difference to me, you know. I don't do what I want to do.
It's not going to happen. I won't let it happen. People like me won't let it happen. It's not going to happen.
And beyond that, you know, I really don't have an opinion on it one way or the other. You know, people do what they want to do. That's the way I look at everything, you know. It ain't hurting no one. It's not hurting anyone, then why stop it, you know? Let them go ahead.
If two people love each other, they love each other. Just let them be. Let them do what they want to do.
It's going to happen. It's already starting to happen. It's going to happen. why I fight it. I think when it comes to gay marriage, there's a couple things I have to say about it. One is, it's true that it is a right that heterosexual people have that gay people don't have, and that bothers me. But by the same token, I don't know if it's a right that I want, and it has nothing to do with wanting to be married or not. It has to do with wanting the right of marriage. Marriage is really, it's all about control. And since it came from the heterosexual world, it's all been about control of the male over the female. If I make a commitment to someone, I make that commitment in good faith. If someone else makes a commitment to me, I expect that commitment to be in good faith. And we are going to decide what that commitment is going to be. It's not going to be in the eyes of God and country and family. It's going to be between us. Quite honestly, I do not want the courts and the laws to be involved in that. I mean, with half of the states in the Union still having sodomy laws on the books, you know, the gay life just really kind of defies legislation, at least in the conventional sense of it. So that's really why I don't want gay marriage. But it still irks me that it's something that we're being denied. You know, it's ironic. It's ironic that I will not be denied something I don't want. You know, I see the irony in that, but it pisses me off. I mean, I personally don't want to get the law and the courts involved in my relationships, but there are people out there who do. And that's what is going to make them happy. And if that's what they want, that's what they should be allowed to have. I admit that this is really breaking down conventions and traditions that have been around for a long, long, long time. It's not the traditions, a lot of traditions do hold up. It's not that. It's that people think all traditions have to hold up. If this is the way it's traditionally been done, then this is the way it's going to be done forever and ever, amen, you know, literally. What marriage really is, when you get the church out of the way, what it is it is a legally binding financial contract. And that's fine. That's really what we're talking about, is a financial contract between two people, a partnership, a domestic partnership, if you will. And that's the way that I see legislation going. And still some people are saying that's not good enough. We're not calling it marriage, so it's not marriage. Well, it's close enough, you know, it's close enough. If you're fighting for more than the right to have a legally binding domestic partnership, then you're just fighting for the sake of fighting, in my opinion. This is a battle that we're going to win. I mean, we're already beginning to win this battle. And they're not going to be able to keep it away from us anymore.